Hi, my name is Pam, and I'm a labor and postpartum doula. Some of you may know me as a newborn photographer, which is really why I wanted to come on and just make a quick little video introducing myself as not just a photographer, a doula as well. So a doula is actually, well, the word doula is a Greek word, and it means servant. A labor doula is there for you through your pregnancy and is mainly there to support you through your labor and delivery in pretty big ways. A doula can be absolutely amazing, and there are studies out there that show that a woman who hires a doula can have a much higher chance of being happy with their birth experience, lessened chance of having to use interventions or possibly having a cesarean. And also it has shown that it can lessen time in labor. And there's a few reasons why. One main reason I'd like to shout out there, because when I first heard that, I said, well, how does a doula do that? How does a doula control how long you're in labor for? There are a few reasons. And one I'd like to touch on quick before we, move on from this, just so you kind of know that there's things and they're real. We all know what oxytocin is. It's the love hormone. It's the hormone our body releases and makes us feel happy and good. Well, what most people don't know is that when it's released in labor, it needs to be released in labor. It helps your uterus contract. It helps that labor progress. When your adrenaline is kicking in and you're in that fight or flight mode and you're nervous and you're stressed out and maybe your partner's nervous, maybe things aren't really going to plan and everyone's nervous and you don't know what to expect, that oxytocin is not in play anymore. Labor can slow down. You can start to feel discouraged, which will make it slow down even more and kind of just get to this standstill point where you start to feel like you can't do this. And of course that's not true. Your body is doing major things and needs some things from the outside to help that happen. And where a labor doula comes in is I'm there for emotional support as well as physical support. I'm there for your partner as well. I am there to create or help create with your birthing team as well, nurses, your midwife. I'm there to help create a nice calm environment, a nice stress-free environment. We will go over so many things in the consultation. We'll have a prenatal visit together before we even get to the hospital. Those are the times where your doula will go over your birth plan with you. Actually, I have two fingers there. Got my coffee cup in my other hand. But creating a birth plan is a great idea. And I don't really refer to it as a birth plan because it's kind of hard to plan your labor and delivery because there's many things that could come up that will kind of throw you off the course there and you need to go a different route, and you never want to go into your labor with a plan in your head that's not, how can I say this, it would make you feel stressed out or maybe out of control if it doesn't go that way, because it doesn't always go the way you want it to go. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means something needs to be decided on and tweaked a little, and then we carry on. And that's where your labor doula comes into play. We'll have extensively gone over your birth preference sheet. We will highlight the main important things that we're actually going to put on that sheet for nurses or your OB or midwife to see. Could be things like you have a tub available to you and you'd like to labor in the tub, as long as you feel comfortable. It could be, you'd like intermittent monitoring of the fetus instead of constant, so you can get up and move about and change positions and do your walking or having your yoga ball out. We don't want to get too technical with little things on that birth plan because we do want that nurse and doctor to see it. Other things on there could be, you want delayed cord clamping, or do you want to save your placenta? Will you be encapsulating that later and need to have that saved? major things like that they do need to know when that's happening and that baby's coming out. What do you want to do? Some women like to have the baby put right on their chest, and they don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet, and they want that baby to come right up to them, and they want to look and find out for themselves. They don't want that announced by the midwife or doctor delivering. So those are things that they do need to know about ahead of time, so they don't spoil that for you. But other than those things, there are so many other things that we'll work on together, and that will happen at that prenatal visit. And, basically anytime, because I'm phone support to you throughout your labor. Throughout your labor, yes, throughout your pregnancy as well. So when something is on your mind and you think that's going to make it to the birth preference sheet, you can feel free to give me a call, send me a text, anytime. I'm here for you throughout the pregnancy as well. But like I said, there'll be so many other things we'll go over that I will know that you want. It could be making sure the lights are always dimmed because you get migraines, or you want to be reminded to empty your bladder every hour. Things like that I know. Different things that make you feel good when you're uncomfortable. I'm going to know these things ahead of time, and I'm going to help these happen for you at the right time. So those are kind of for me to know, to help support you, to help your partner support you. So that just all comes into play very nicely. After the baby is born, I stay for up to an hour. If you need me for a little bit longer, totally fine. Everyone knows about that golden hour after birth is amazing, and as long as medically everything went okay, that baby should go right up on your chest and feel your warmth and smell your smell, and it's a phenomenal hour, and it's definitely something that I think most women think about a lot. Getting through all the labor and finally having that baby put on their chest. But labor it's beautiful. It's a natural thing a woman's body does, and it doesn't have to be something to just get through. I want to help make it a beautiful experience for you. It is also has been said that women who are happy with their birth experience, that lessens their chance of getting postpartum depression, which, as we know, is a huge thing. And we need to normalize that postpartum period after a woman brings home her baby, that she needs support in many different ways, but we'll go there next. But yeah, so as far as having a labor doula, I think it's an amazing thing. And when I gave birth to my 3 so many moons ago, had I known this was a thing, I would have been looking for one myself. So if you're in my area and you're interested, please feel free to reach out. We can have a Zoom consultation to see if I'm the right one for you. I have so many different things I could say because I'm just so passionate about it, which is, like I said, why I'm going to be making a separate video all about the labor doula part of it. So be on the lookout. That'll come next, most likely within the week or so. But I just wanted to touch base quickly on postpartum doula services as well. And I say quickly, but I tend to go on, and I don't know if anything's really ever too quick with me. But postpartum doula services are services that are normally charged by the hour, and can include anything from you needing some extra help a couple times a week to a few hours every day. And I can be hired for anything that you need. So what a postpartum doula does, it is, I think more and more now, it's such an important thing to consider. And I think it's wonderful when women have supportive partners, supportive mothers, friends, family, and everyone gets together and works on a list of food and dinners they're going to be dropping off every night for the that postpartum period, whether 4, 5, 6 weeks. That's amazing, and that is truly what a woman needs while she's recovering. She really needs to be taken care of so she can take care of her baby. Now, a postpartum doula can be amazing if your partner doesn't have time off of work, or you don't have a lot of family or friends to pitch in and come over and maybe take the baby while you take a nap or a shower, or do some laundry. Maybe you can't get to the laundry. Those are all very important things that can make you feel not good. When you're sitting at home and you can't get a load of laundry done, or you can't wash the dishes because every time you put the baby down and he cries. And I think, especially with social media, things are normalized that shouldn't be normalized. There are, videos of women postpartum at 1 week, walking around with the baby on their chest, and they're like Superwoman, and they got this and they got that, and they're making their meal. And if you feel good enough to do those things, that's phenomenal, and do what is good for your body. But there are a lot of things out there that make women feel like I don't want to say like they're failures, because they're not, but in your own head, like, geez, I can't even get a load of laundry done, or I'm sitting here and the house is a mess. And if you have other kids as well, it's even a little bit more difficult when that 2 or 3 year old wants to play and he drags out all his toys, and you can't think of getting anything done, and before you know it, the house looks like a cyclone and you're feeling like you just can't do anything. Now, in many other countries, this postpartum period it's glorified like it should be. I wanted to become a postpartum doula to get this word out there and normalize the fact that these new moms, they need help, they need assistance, they need encouragement, they need everything they need and more while they were pregnant, while they were going through labor and delivery. If you see a pregnant mom walk into the store, you treat her different than you do a postpartum mom. Maybe postpartum mom doesn't even have her baby with her. You're not getting the support and the love and the encouragement that you need. And even though your partner loves you to death, and he's also sleep deprived, or she, you're all sleep deprived. And that's where a postpartum doula comes in, fresh and revived, for whenever you need me. And I can do your dishes. I can do any household task that needs to get done. And not because, I'm just there to house clean, because that's what will make you feel good. You'd feel wonderful if your house was cleaned. You'd probably feel wonderful if I could hold that baby for an hour or two while you take a nap or take a shower, and you come out feeling refreshed, and then you take that baby back and you feel good. That baby needs you right now. That baby needs you. It's and I know some people say, just put him down. Just put her in her crib. Just put that, that's fine. Especially if you're feeling emotional and you're getting to the point where you're really starting to feel down and maybe even a little depressed. And always put that baby down in a safe place. Take some deep breaths, call a friend, call a family member, and maybe we'll be fine for a few minutes while you do that. You need to be happy, you need to be healthy, you need to take care of yourself, and a postpartum doula helps you do that. So again, if you are in Rhode Island, Mass, or Connecticut and are considering hiring a postpartum doula and would like to reach out to me, please do. And we can also, same thing, as if I'm servicing a labor doula client, we can hop on a Zoom consultation and see if I'm a good fit for you. I would, encourage any woman after giving birth to talk to family, talk to friends, reach out. And if you start feeling, down, or, I hate to say depressed, because some people think, well, I'm not depressed, I'm just feeling a little down, and that's totally normal. Your hormones are really trying to figure out how to get back in balance. And if you're breastfeeding, it's a lot in your body, and you might feel a little down. But if it starts to go beyond that and you feel depressed and it's kind of not going away, or it seems to be getting a little bit worse by the day, don't wait, reach out. and your doula can help you. Now, whether you hire me, if you don't even hire me for a postpartum doula and I was your labor doula, reach out to me. I would help anyone, even if you didn't ever pay for any services with me and you don't know what to do. My phone number is on my website. My phone number is on my social media. Give me a call and I will help you find the resources you need, because we are obviously non-medical. I can talk to you, I can come help, and I can find what you need to feel good. And it's so normal that we feel this way, and we need to, you know, as a whole culture, we need to recognize that these new moms, they need help, and they need assistance, and they need love, and they need encouragement. So I'm here to give that to you. I'm here to do that and be that for you. So labor and postpartum, that's what I'm going to be offering. And feel free to come follow me. I'm most active on Facebook, so if you want to follow me there, I have my main Facebook page is Blooming Buds Photography and Doula Services. I also have a chat group that goes with that, and I'll post a lot more like videos and behind the scenes stuff. And of course you can also see plenty of pictures of newborn babies, because you know I do that. And I'm in love with newborn babies. So to wrap up, I hope this gives you a little insight on who I am, what I offer, and what it means to me to be able to service you and help you through this very, very amazing time in your life. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and stay tuned for my labor doula video coming soon. Bye guys.